Hey everyone! So today I am doing my June Fairyloot unboxing. If you don't know anything about Fairyloot, it is a monthly book box that's made in the UK, and it is fantasy themed YA books that are always in it, and they give you about 6 or 7 items that kind of go with the theme of the month. I've been getting Fairyloot for nearly 2 years now. I don't get paid for it, they don't send me it, I buy it with my own money. And I really like it. Sometimes some months it's not so great, and some months it's really good. So yeah, I have already opened this one, but it was like once last night, like yesterday afternoon as soon as it arrived, and now like some of it's gone out of my brain, so I won't be as surprised. But I mean, I have no self-control, I have to open things as soon as they come, so yeah. So when you open it, it looks like this on the inside. Oh, someone's just dropped it on the inside with the card. Whenever I do this, I want to put in the Zelda like do 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 music, but I don't know how to do that yet with my editing skills. So yeah. So the card is this, which is your spoiler card, which says Rebels in Ball Gowns, which is the June 2018 theme. And I really like that artwork, I think it's quite cool. So the first thing I am going to talk about is this little candle, which looks really cool. It's like pink with like some really darker pink bits. I think that's supposed to kind of look like blood, because this is Carrere, I think, Little Crow, which is like, if you look at the picture, it's pretty obvious that it's a Nevernight themed candle. And I don't like J. Kristoff. I think he's a racist, and he's also like, he doesn't understand nuance of feminism and race in publishing. He just thinks, oh yeah, just go for it. He doesn't get it. He's just a bit of a moron. Like, yeah. So yeah, this candle is strawberry and pepper scented. That's so weird, but I like strawberries. You can definitely smell the strawberries and the peppers, like they're kind of hit you at the same time, but it doesn't smell weird, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I like that. I will use this, because even though I don't like J. Kristoff, I have got this and it's a candle. I'm not going to not burn it. It's me. I love candles. I have an entire blue bag from IKEA full of candles. I am ridiculous. So yeah, and then the next thing is a little jewellery box, which I am quite anticipating because I haven't had jewellery from Fairyloot in a while, so I quite like when they send stuff. And it is this really cute little masquerade mask, which I think I might actually wear, even though I don't really wear jewellery. Like, this is quite like small, and like I think I could go with stuff. So yeah. And then we have a pillowcase which says, your future can be whatever you wish. We all have the power to choose our own destiny. And this is from Legendary by Stephanie Garber, which I don't really care about. And the pillowcase, I'm not really, like the cushion cake cover, I'm like, they keep sending cushion covers. I got like 30 of them at this point, so I don't know. I might like put this on Twitter as like a giveaway item or something. I'm not sure, because I'm not really bothered about it. Then we have a little booklet about Sea Witch by Sarah Henning from HarperCollins. It's a poster with some information on the inside, including winning a copy of it, which I should fill out because that's the 30th of June. Maybe I'll get one. I'll leave that next to my computer so I do that. And then we have some magnetic bookmarks based on the Shatter Me series by Tahira Mafi. It's the 3 main characters, which I can never remember the names, although I should, because like people on my Twitter are always talking about it. I don't really know how I feel about magnetic bookmarks. Like, they look so cool and all that, but they're very flimsy. I don't really use them much. They're more decoration, which I have no problem with. I feel like it should just be like not bookmarks, if you know what I mean. And then we have an iron-on patch which says, it's always the fear of looking stupid that stops you from being awesome. I think this is from the selection because it says at the top the selection, but it doesn't say anything like about that in the spoiler card, so I don't know. And like, I've never read the selection, I don't really intend to at this point, but I might put this on my denim jacket because I think it's a really cool design and I like the little quotes, so yeah. Then we have a reading reading journal from July to December 2018. I have been needing something like this in my life, but I've never wanted to buy one because I just felt like a waste of money for me. That's so cool. It's got like a place to put what your identity is and then like your little things, although I don't know what's the point in putting your socials on it because no one's going to read it apart from yourself, are they, unless you leave it somewhere. Then a little quote from Caraval, which Fairyloot seems to be obsessed with Caraval and I don't really get it because I've not really heard that many good things about it. So it's got like cool little wrap up kind of things for like books you've read, your favourite quotes, your weekly planner, which I don't really know if there's any need for that for me, and then random thoughts. And then for the next month there's a quote from Roar by Cora Cormack, which I never really bothered with. And I think, oh, it's also got a little like books to buy bit, which I think is quite cool if you've got like planning out what books are coming out that month. I think that's quite cool. Yeah, I think this actually has like quotes from books that have come in previous boxes, but also like quotes from other books, so it's not just like Fairyloot themed. I thought that's what it was for a second there, but no, it's quite some like Fairyloot books and then also some well-known ones, but that's really cool. Oh, and then at the back it's got anticipated 2019 reads, top reads 2018. I think that's quite cool. So yeah, I hopefully will use this. I'm not very good at journaling and like keeping up to date with diaries and journals, but maybe I will. Unlikely, you never know. And then our book. So the book for June is Grace and Fury by Tracy Banghart. This is a really small book. This is so basically this is the paperback in a hardback binding, I think, like, because in Britain this is not coming out as a hardback at all, it's just coming out as a paperback, so Fairyloot has an exclusive hardback edition of it. So I think that's why it's like really small dimensions wise, but it's also quite thin as well. So I feel like this will be a really like fast read. But I think I read on the spoiler card that this includes like a ball and stuff, which sounds quite cool. Like, I'm almost down for balls in fantasy books. So after reading the synopsis, this seems to be about two sisters who live in a world where women don't have any rights, which for some places in the world, in our world, that can be true. So like, how is it fantasy? But yeah, so they lead two different lives. One is a prisoner where she has to go through like it seems to be like a gladiator system where she has to fight to live, and the other lives in like high society. I think probably as like a high, like a kind of person to like sell as a wife, if you know what I mean. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I feel like this could be interesting, and it seems like a really quick read, so I might get around to reading it. I don't know if this is a standalone or a series, but yeah, I'm intrigued about it. And then we have a postcard for it, which has a quote: "Fire breathe, water burn, stars lead the way, your sister is here." Again, like I said, so we've got the letter from the author with a picture of the two on the back, and I think that's really cool. Fairyloot have started doing this recently, and I really like that, like giving fan art on the back of it instead of just like a plain piece of card. And then we have our little newsletter this month with an interview with the author inside, and then on the back talking about next month's theme. So next month's theme is the power within. So it's themed around stories that are like characters who are either powerful within with magic or powerful within with just inner strength. The book is a brilliant fantasy book where there are women who manipulate flesh, bones, breath and blood. Sounds intense. And it's going to have exclusive sprayed pages and actually signed by the author instead of having like a little like signed thing. Bookplate, that's what they're called. And it have things inspired by Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes, Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Rash. Is that how you pronounce that? Harry Potter, and I Darken by Kirsten White, which I quite liked. I still need to read the rest of that series. Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. I don't know what that is. I don't know if I've heard of that. And Children of Blood and Bone, which I still haven't read yet. And then it's going to contain a ceramic mug. So that's quite cool. And then we have a bookmark for this month's theme. So yeah, I kind of like this month's box. I like getting like things like patches and necklaces and stuff like that. I think that's quite cool. But I feel like we could, and the reading journal I really like, but I could do without another bloody pillowcase. I've got 4 pillowcases from Fairyloot in the past like 2 years that I've been with them. And yeah, like 4 in 2 years isn't much, but like if you think about it, like who has that many bloody cushions? Honestly, like that's the one thing I'm gonna complain about this month's box. Apart from that, I thought it was a really solid box. Like, yeah, you can't have everything, can you? So, yeah. I mean, maybe look out for a giveaway on my Twitter with this, because I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. I mean, I love the colouring of it. Like, I think it's a really cool colouring, but it's not for me. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads, which I'll leave down below, as well as my blog where I post all my book reviews and sometimes other stuff, but mostly book reviews these days because I feel like I'm keeping my content for other stuff on my YouTube. But yeah, I hope you guys are good. If you're following up on if you're like interested in my weight loss, because I was talking about that in my last video, I have lost another 2 pounds this week, so I'm quite happy. I'm like down, I think it's like 4.5 pounds I've lost so far, maybe 5.5, I can't remember. 4.5, yeah. So I'm quite happy. See how it goes. Yeah, thank you, bye! I'm quite